morning.
I think I know most of you, if not all of you. It's my pleasure to be here this morning. My name is Barbara Vigil. I am a justice on the New Mexico Supreme Court. And we are excited to be here today to launch a statewide juvenile justice improvement initiative in New Mexico. Together, we will learn more about the performance of existing systems and what steps we can take in our existing system to strengthen and improve outcomes for our youth. New Mexico has a long history of juvenile justice reform through close collaboration between our three branches of government. And next to me is Cabinet Secretary Monique Jacobson, representing the executive branch of government. Each branch has demonstrated throughout these years a willingness to work together to improve our juvenile justice system by sharing information and building on systems of strength. Family, community, school, and government institutions must always work together to provide a strong and healthy environment for each child. These institutions don't begin and end in just one place, but rather touch every child throughout their day. We are proud of the many accomplishments we have achieved through our collaboration, and today we are pleased to announce a new initiative to strengthen our juvenile justice system so that each and every child in New Mexico can grow into a healthy and productive adult. Let me turn it over to our Cabinet Secretary of Children, Youth, and Families Department, Monique Jacobson, to share with you some of the many accomplishments we have achieved in New Mexico for our children and our families. Secretary, thank you.
Thank you, Justice Vigil. When I first took this position about 2.5 years ago, one of the very first calls I received was from Justice Vigil, at the time Chief Justice Vigil, asking me to come and meet with her to welcome me to my new job. And in that meeting, what became very apparent was her passion and commitment to juvenile justice. I'm glad to say 2.5 years in, I share that passion and commitment to juvenile justice in particular. When we look at the issues that are facing our state and the things that we need to do to get our state where I know we all want it to be, there's no doubt in my mind, and I know in the mind of Justice Vigil, as to the role juvenile justice plays. If we can reverse the trajectory for these young folks, we're talking about not just changing our state today and in 10 years, but changing it for generations to come. So that's why it is with great excitement that we're here today to announce the creation of a statewide juvenile justice improvement initiative task force. This is a cross-representation of leaders from our three branches of government, as well as our local communities. We are committed to come together and examine the ways in which we may improve our juvenile justice system, building on past successes and looking towards future success. I do want to describe some of the accomplishments we've had in juvenile justice, driven in large part by the leadership of those in the room and the communities that you represent. We've made significant strides to reduce the number of youth entering the juvenile justice system. In fact, the number of youth in New Mexico who were referred to juvenile justice declined by nearly 50% from 2009 to 2016. The number of youth disposed to probation supervision declined by 55%, and the average daily population in our CYFD secure facilities declined by over 12% in the same period. New Mexico has demonstrated a commitment to decreasing the use of unnecessary detention of juveniles through the Juvenile Detention Alternative Initiative, something I know championed by Justice Vigil. In 2008, we implemented Cambiar. This is a model that's focused on focusing more on providing rehabilitation for the youth who are committed to our facilities. So again, coming into this position in looking at juvenile justice and our facilities and the role of those facilities, it became very apparent that we must be focused on rehabilitation, both because that's the right thing for the kids, the young men and women who are with us, but also because that's the right thing for the public. These kids, young men and women, will be out. We want to make sure we'd be comfortable having any of them living in our neighborhoods. So while our accomplishments are many, we are committed to continuing to examine and implement ways in which we can improve our juvenile justice system in New Mexico. We want to make sure that we're focused on providing better outcomes without necessarily spending more resources. Some of these specific efforts will include examining why there's a high percentage of commitments to our facilities arising from probation violations, and why the average length of stay and rates of incidents in our secure facilities are higher than we want them to be. We'll examine whether the increased funding for community services through our continuum grant programs has translated into improved outcomes. We will examine whether the investment we make in our juvenile justice system is having the best possible return on investment for our citizens and impact on our youth. This will entail embarking on comprehensive analysis of our data to determine where to focus and invest our resources moving forward. All of this will help us tailor our funding decisions and our state policy so that it can be based on a comprehensive examination of our data and of, I know, the stories and the children that you all work with every day. At CYFD, it's our mission to improve the quality of life for our children. And we know that especially now, in tight budget times, it's absolutely essential that we continue to be focused on that purpose, on that mission, but to do so in a manner that reflects prioritization backed up by the data that we have. I know we have all worked tirelessly to form strong relationships, both with our community partners as well as with our sister branches of government. I'm committed to taking the necessary steps to continue to bring forth that strong collaboration and to focus on accountability with regards to our juvenile justice system, both in terms of strengthening our public safety and improving outcomes for our youth. Governor Martinez is sorry she could not be here with us today. A scheduling conflict came up, but she wanted me, as her representative, to make sure and make very clear her commitment to this initiative and to our children here in New Mexico, improving their quality of life and the safety for all New Mexicans. She has been focused on improving these outcomes for youth in our juvenile justice system for years. She wants to make sure that youth return to their communities and lead productive, crime-free lives. To address these issues and maintain the momentum of previously successful reforms, Governor Martinez supported the establishment of the New Mexico Statewide Juvenile Justice Improvement Initiative Committee, with really the goal, as we mentioned, of learning more about the performance of juvenile justice system and what steps can be taken to strengthen public safety and improve outcomes for youth. Following a national competitive process, the U.S. Department of Justice's Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention selected New Mexico as only the second state in the country to receive assistance through the statewide Juvenile Justice Improvement Initiative. Through the initiative, under the guidance of the Interbranch Committee, the Council of State Governments Justice Center will conduct an in-depth assessment of the juvenile justice system through a review of the relevant data and conversations with key stakeholders. Key priorities for assessment and improvement, including ensuring that youth are matched to appropriate supervision and services, that the services the youth receive are effective, and that data on youth outcomes is tracked and used to guide policy and funding decisions. In collaboration with the CSG Justice Center, the Statewide Juvenile Justice Improvement Initiative Committee will review the analysis and develop data-driven policy options to reduce recidivism and improve outcomes for our youth. Some of these policy considerations should be introduced to the legislature in early 2018. At this time, it's my pleasure to announce the members of the task force. Please stand as I say your name. In addition to, obviously, myself, co-chairing it with Justice Vigil, we have Representative Gail Chasey, I believe it's not present today. We have Representative Monica Youngblood, Representative Patricio Rialoba, I believe is also on his way, Senator Gay Curtin. From the Office of the Governor, we have the Cabinet Director Lansing Adams. We are very blessed to have such wonderful representation from our judges around the state. We have Judge Freddie Romero from the 5th Judicial District in Roswell, Judge Marie Ward from the 2nd Judicial District in Albuquerque, Judge Roshana Toya from the Pueblo of Isleta. We will have representation from the 2nd Judicial District Attorney Raul Torres' office. I'm not sure if someone is here to represent him, they'll be on their way. From the 1st Judicial, we have the Assistant District Attorney Jennifer Padgett. We have representation, sitting on the committee will be the Chief Public Defender Ben Bauer, represented today by Philip Laragoite.
Thank you, Madam Secretary.
We have from CYFD, in addition to myself, we have our Juvenile Justice Deputy Director of Field Services, Nick Costales. From the Department of Public Safety, we have Deputy Cabinet Secretary Amy Orlando. From the Public Education Department, we have Secretary Scandera, who also could not be with us today. I'm not sure if someone, her representative, is here just yet, so she should be on her way. We have Grace Phillips from the New Mexico Association of Counties. We have Sharon Stover, our JJAC chair. We have Craig Sparks, the director of the Bernalillo County Youth Services Center. We have Tracy Neff from the San Juan County Juvenile Administrator. Amber Hamilton, the county manager of Roosevelt County. And Sheriff Britt Snyder of Chavez County. Thank you again so much for being here today and undertaking this critical mission for us as a state. And I'll turn it back over to Justice Vigil.
Thank you, Secretary Jacobson. Wow, we've got some work to do. But I think that the idea of this initiative is to examine over the course of about a year, maybe not quite as long as a year, the data, where we're investing resources, and how to make the most out of those resources, and where we should invest in those resources to make sure that we have the highest possible outcomes, best possible outcomes for our youth who touch our system. So we look forward to working together, CYFD and the courts, with our partners in the legislative branch, who obviously look at outcomes, look at performance measures, and make sure that the monies that they allocate and appropriate for our work serves our citizens.